Okay, we got a quick test here. We'll see if we're working. Okay, it looks like YouTube's working. We got the other one working. We have to go and kick off the live stream on Instagram, I believe, by clicking on the actual go live button. So bear with me as I hit go live. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think we're live. So let's go and say hi. All right. Well, let's start things off. Welcome back to Real Cast Fishing. Your host, Glenn, with the City Valley Fishing Field Team, a COAF field team on YouTube. In this case, I'm doing a little impromptu session where I'm testing out a couple of things. One, I got the Q2U Samson right here, USB mic hooked up. It's the one that also has the XLR capability hooked up to the computer. Got the Atem Mini Pro, so I can do a little switching from different cameras. Right now I just got a camera and an iPad set up, so I can go to my iPad and back and forth like so. And additionally, I'm going to try doing some sound checks as well. But and of course, yours truly having the high-speed gear that I have, an old T2I. This camera's been here for a while. It just shuts on and off whenever it wants to, but luckily the audio stays in place. So I'm hoping everything is hunky-dory here when it comes to working through. And then I'm also monitoring any comments and whatnot. So let me go ahead and just say hi and see if that makes it through on the different platforms. Okay, and then from there, what I want to do is just kind of step through a few things and see where that takes us. Okay, so hi on that. It doesn't show anything on the Instagram side. Okay, I have to actually have the Instagram view here. So let me slide that one back here so we can see everything. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll be all right if I just kind of slide it over and I'll keep the comments deal going. That way, what I want to do is I just want to monitor what comes in case anyone joins. I don't want to leave you hanging here. It looks like we got a few folks joining, so we'll just kind of work through things. And again, this one's going to be an impromptu session where I'm testing out a few things, just going to see if I can multi-stream live and take advantage of some of the gear that I've kind of accumulated. And since it's a late Thursday, or was it Friday, almost midnight, soon to be early Saturday, hey, it's okay to have a little IPA tonight. Tasty, tasty. So do join me in a little brewski or two while we just kind of walk through this QA session, okay? And I'm mainly just trying to identify what gaps I had. I tried using Riverside FM earlier, and I noticed there's a issue with being able to stream live vertically. So I kind of like this format. So I'm actually not on OBS. I'm on Prism Live Studio. Yeah. Okay. And I've got YouTube going. I've got Facebook going, and I also have Instagram going. And it looks like there's a few folks on the YouTube side. So hey, just keep you engaged and not just leave you hanging here, just talking, or testing out this stuff. What I want to do is just kind of walk through what I'm doing and then point out from a fishing related standpoint. Okay. So what I'm doing is now testing the capability to share a window as well as the audio coming from that, in this case, the YouTube window that you see down below me. Okay. And that is some of the shorts that I posted over the past few weeks here. And this one is where I'm talking about why I like using switch rods. Okay, the switch rod is that two-handed deal that I like using when my shoulder's hurting and whatnot. That's how I was able to maintain being able to go fish, because fishing is life, of course, and you definitely have to get out there and do a few things. Hunter, should I stay up all night? I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I tend to stay up longer on the weekends, and we do have a cold front coming in here in the next few. So, hey, Hunter, have a brewski if you're 21 or over, and if not, have a non-brewski. All right. FDAH. Hello there. How's it going? Doing just this impromptu session here and trying to walk through some of the Q&A or QA stuff while I try working through some of this gear here. So what I'm talking about is why I like switch rods when my shoulder is sore from non-fishing related activities. And I'm going to go ahead and run this one. And if any questions come up, definitely pop in there and let me know. I can stop things, and I want to just kind of see if the audio is also coming through without any echoes.
Do a cast where I keep my arm and the rod close to my side, okay? And I'm using my body and my arms right here, my hands, to accelerate the line and get it out there, okay? So here, I got enough line to, and it went out there. Let's go and get another cast in real quick. So.
And one thing I want to point out is I'm using the old Cabela's TLR switch rods. It's in a size 6 weight. I got that several years back. They no longer make it. It's not available by Cabela's, and I kind of lucked out and was able to get a pair of them along with an 8 weight. And it's about 10.5 foot, maybe 11 in size, and it has done some pretty surprising long distance casts. And in this case, I was able to take advantage of the wind as well as that length of that switch rod to get me where the fish were.
So I'm taking it right up to that orange section of the line, okay, and then I pop it back and shoot it out. And in this case, I don't have to worry about hurting my shoulder. If I do feel my shoulder in pain, it's probably because I lifted up too high and it just ain't, you can get it there. There's a bunch of extra line there, but hey, it's out there. And the cast is, I don't know exactly what it is. I just kind of push forward on the line to give it, or on the rod to give it a little, I guess, movement, acceleration, or weight to weight the rod. All right, so let's go and get another cast in, and let's see if we can get one on the line here. Okay, took a little bit again, but we got 3 in the bag now, all on that crackle back. Here I'm going to do a cast where I keep my arm and the rod close to my side, okay? And I'm using my body and my arms right here, my hands, to accelerate the line and get it out there, okay? So here, I got enough line to, and it went out there. Let's go.
Okay, and the key takeaway there that I want to call out is I used to use them a lot more. The switch rod's two-handed. It's not the spay rod. It's about, I'd say maybe a foot or so shorter, and it has a shorter handle compared to your traditional spay rod. But what I do like about it is, one, when my shoulder's hurting, I can continue to fly fish and still get in the game. Additionally, I can also cast it one-handed, and I'll tell you what, if you do your traditional overhead cast with a switch rod, you will be surprised how far you can cast using that gear. And in this case, this is a 6 weight. All right. Anyways, and I was catching these little trout. They were little, but hey, catch and keep here. We're in Texas. Things trout wise, they don't hold over unless maybe you're down by the Guadalupe over there in New Braunfels and Green area. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, so
Cut down this pear tree,
right here,
and I got it down.
Well, you gotta take advantage sometimes when you are out there and you've got a break. You want to take advantage of, well, I cut down a pear tree and made myself a fire pit, and so this was just showing what I was at, where I was at in progress, and decided to go ahead and do a little cook of those trout, kind of pan frying them. Ryan Insane. Hello, how's it going? Oh, it looks like Deva62 on Instagram's joined. Howdy. Appreciate you joining tonight. Just really doing a Q&A session, or QA session to make sure that I can get this gear working like I think it should. In this case, I'm just really testing out the Windows capture and sound. It's a beta thing that they've done with Prism Studio, to where I can go ahead and bring in that audio without having this echo or back feed with the microphone that I'm using. And then in this case, I'm using an external microphone to pick up the audio. And guess what? I'll stay silent real quick. All right, and what I did was, there is a loud compressor from my fridge back there where I keep these brewskis, and I can see that it's not getting picked up. So I'm pretty happy with that filter capability that's that's embedded with the Prism Live Studio. My name's pronunciation is Israin. All right, excellent, Israin. Thanks for joining. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, I can't really see anything. There we go, he's on. Lost that one. I couldn't see it with the wind there, or with the sun.
Okay, so that's one of these meme things that I was just kind of throwing out there. I've got a series of those coming out there, and in this case, I'm saying, why you didn't catch the fish? Have you used that excuse before? The sun is what caused it. What is the stream about? Actually, this is normally it's a fishing stream, mobile fishing live stream, as well as some fishing talk in general. But this round, I'm really just going through a test of the gear that I'm using, because I normally use let's say Atem mini switcher along with the Prism Live Studio or some other podcasting gear. But this round, I'm kind of testing to see how I can use this microphone with the switcher and this Prism Live Studio and its Windows capture capability. So it's mainly fishing, so definitely throw out the fishing things, but I'm just going to call out a few other things while I'm working through this. And that's the joke here when it comes to this case, where I was trying to catch a trout and sun was in my eye. I couldn't see the line, and I decided to go ahead and throw that video up there. Okay, that's a
because yes, it's cold. I'll show you again. Ice.
Okay, so here I went out and went to a pond up in Waterloo Park in Denison, Texas, and lo and behold, just a couple of days before, I'm wearing a short sleeves, and lo and behold, here I am working through these icy rod guides while I'm trying to catch a fish or two. So I kind of threw that out there. Will they bite? Yes. And one of the key things that I learned from this one is the classic watch your line is very key in when you're fly fishing, especially when you cannot see, or in this case, it's a very light strike is what I was noticing when I was out there. So let's go ahead and run through this one. And so far, it sounds like the audio is working really well from this Windows capture feature that allows you to pull in that audio too. So I like that, because in the past I've had to use the desktop audio and cut off the monitoring. So that's worked out pretty well. So let's go ahead and try that.
It's on the guides right here. And you gotta kind of knock them off every once in a while so you can well, so it'll cast. Let's see if they hit it. There we go, he hit it. That was barely a strike, but he hit it. The line kind of hesitated. Actually, this one feels a little bit bigger than the other two. Right. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. I think he's bigger, a lot bigger than the ones that we were catching yesterday, or the other day. Because yes, it's cold. I'll show you again. Ice on the guides right here, and you gotta kind of knock them off every once in a while so you can well, so it'll cast. Let's see if they hit it. There we go, he hit it. That was barely a strike, but he hit it. The line kind of hesitated. Actually, this one feels a little bit bigger than the other two. Right. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. I think he's bigger, a lot bigger than the ones that we were catching yesterday. Or the other day. Because, yes, it's cold. I'll show you again. Ice on the guides right here. And you gotta kind of knock them off every once in a while so you can well, so it'll cast. Let's see if they hit it.
Okay, so I made a little adjustment in the window just to make it a little bit bigger. And let's go on and flip to the next one. So far, I would say this Windows capture piece is working really well.
Because, yeah.
Skip that.
There's a hit. He hit it on the drop. Just a slow sink. There's a hit. He hit it on the drop. Just a slow sink.
All right, so that's just trout where I'm watching my line to set the hook.
Section.
And this piece where I'm talking about this Dexter knives. I went and picked up a couple, and one was that plastic handled one that looks really well for filleting fish, and I went ahead and got the wooden handled one. It's the one that I saw a lot of the deckhands when I used to live in California, using them over there on the party boats to do their filleting of the bonita, mackerel, and tunas that we were catching. So, hey, just kind of throwing out there, if you get a chance to get some of those Dexter knives, definitely go for them. Okay.
And live stream fishing rooster tails, in this case an inline rooster tail. Right here, it's the copper variant with a chartreuse coloring, and I'm using the Handing Magical rod right here, and the Kingfisher Feather Flight Kingfisher. And temperature is about 70 degrees, so.
Okay, so I do some fly fishing, I do all kinds of fishing, but right now I would say I flip-flop between fly fishing and bait finesse fishing, BFS fishing. That's definitely got me going there.
It's warmer than normal here, but maybe the fish will be biting them. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's a hit. There's a hit. Right there, right off the bat. Cool beans. Got them on the rooster tail, inline spinner, 2-pound test. Okay. All right. First fish of the day on a rooster tail inline spinner. It's the copper one. Copper. Okay. There it is. First fish of the day. Yeah, look at that. It's over the banks. I'm gonna have to stand off a little bit. All right, we'll stand off and maybe we might be able to get one of these guys to strike. All right, let's just kind of situate ourselves right about here. Give it a Yankee and let's see what happens. Maybe we might get one of these bass that's kind of cruising the shallow area, especially since the, well, it's over the previous bank. Okay, let's back it out here to the left a little bit. You can see where it's overrun up on the trees now. There's a hit. There's a hit. Oh, and he's fairly close. I'd say maybe about 10 feet from the bank. All right, let's bring him in. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a catfish. That's Mr. Catfish, not Mr. Bass. Let's go walk it back. Walk it back. Oh no, it's a bass. It's a bass. All right, and you see how I caught him fairly shallow. All right. Nice sized one too. Gotta be careful, 2-pound test, so hey, don't want to break the line. And since I got him on the jaw area, that's a good sign that I got a chance to. Oh yeah, he's a nice one. Oh, he's maybe like 15, 16 inch. Let's see, let's mark it here. On the butt of there, it's coming up to that just above this little two gray line thing on the pole. So I'm just gonna have to check that out later. But let's go ahead and get them off the line. Fishing live stream, fishing rooster tails in this case.
Yeah, so that was definitely fun catching that one on the 2-pound test line, inline spinners, ultralight bait caster. And yeah, that was fun. Anyways, let's go on to the next one.
Cast out this way.
Oh.
Okay, there's that overrun. So
Another
I'm gonna walk
meme
it
here.
out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, geez, I just snapped my line. Cast out this way.
Another
Okay,
meme
there's
where
that overrun.
why you
So I'm
didn't
gonna
catch a
walk
fish.
it out. Fish of the year for 2025 for yours truly.
Oh yeah, this was exciting.
BFS
Here I am trying to
style.
get the first fish of the year. It's January
Come on,
1,
come on,
2025.
fishy,
Am I
fishy.
going to get them? Am I going to not? It was kind of
Okay,
cold.
I can see the lure,
hey,
but I don't see anything
got out there.
trailing behind it like it wants it. So let's go recast. Oh, I think I just, I think I might just lose my lure here. Holy cow. I only brought one lure today. Oh man, first fish of the year is going to be a tree fish. Yeah,
Ouch.
there it is.
That's all I can say. Ouch.
I only brought one lure, so that's the, looks like that's the end of the live stream. Oh, bummer. Oh well, I guess we'll have to just play it by ear, and, well, that's it for now. Tree fish.
I did come back though.
So I'm seeing some little sunfish, little bluegill, and bass about yay big, not the bruisers. No bruisers. They don't look too aggressive either right now. Oh, there we go. Bass. There we go. He came out of nowhere. Bass.
And so I switched from ultralight bait casting, the BFS style, to going back to little fly fishing. Go ahead and hook up with the first fish of the year, 2025.
Salito in the Feeder Creek. All right. First fish of the year for 2025, yours truly on a Guadalupana, is going to be a little bass. Nice. I'm glad you guys were. So I'm seeing some
All right, let's go on
little
to the next one.
sunfish.
Okay, this round, just want to do a real quick update and let you know about some of the a little public service announcement back when they were just getting ready to stock Waterloo Park and they were holding trout derby. So hey, heads up there. One key takeaway I would say is when you look at the trout stocking schedule and you see a Saturday stocking, at least here in the state of Texas, if there is a Saturday stocking, if there is a Sunday stocking, typically that means there's a Saturday trout derby. So guess what? They will stock the trout either Friday, if not Saturday. So you can probably get there after the derby on Saturday and see if you can catch some of those trout that weren't caught during the trout derby. All right, little tip for you. Anyhow, so far I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Windows capture option out of Prism Studio. I like how this Q2U Samson is working good. I've got a Blue Yeti here, and I mainly just use it to connect now because I do like the Samson. And then over here, I just put one of those old blue, the circle microphone over here just to feed into another format that I use when I'm recording videos. And then I do have the Shure 57 as well as another microphone that I'm using for other things. Yeah, here I am. I've got a bunch of microphones, but I have this old T2i SLR that I got used, and I still use it. And it's going to shut off the camera's going to shut off, and I have to click it on and off again to get to keep streaming. But at least I've got clear audio. Hey, anyways, I'm pretty happy so far with this setup. I did try Riverside FM, and I just well, the thing is you don't have that vertical format where you can stream live vertically, but I do like the AI that it offers for free to be able to edit your videos as well as use a text editor to edit your videos. I've already gone through a couple of podcasts that I've posted through the realcastfishing.net podcast that I've been working with. And we've got a couple of nice video podcasts now posted on Spotify. So I've been pretty happy with that as well. So good stuff. And then this Atem switcher has been pretty cool. I'll show you here in a little bit as to how I use it when I'm doing some demos, as well as walking through a few things when it comes to fishing, because this is normally a fishing related channel. So the other thing is I do have some other USB or HDMI ports where I can add cameras and I can make adjustments, especially when I'm doing a fly tying or an Amazon product demo video. It's good to have that as well. So I'm pretty happy with this setup. And it's the first time I've been able to stream across 3 platforms: YouTube right now, Facebook, as well as Instagram. And I've been happy so far with what I'm seeing. It maybe makes sense to add another monitor somewhere so I can make an adjustment. I may have to move this monitor up here to go use this other HDMI monitor that I used to at least house what I'm seeing over here on the switcher. Okay, so anyways, let's go on to the next one.
6-pound strand mono, that high vis orange, and we're looking for some bass to bite here. So let's see what we can do. I'll just do a
This is where I'm saying watch
here.
the line when you're Senko fishing.
Oh, he picked it up. Got him. He picked it up. Oh yeah, I saw that line move. Yes. Talk to me, Smalls. Talk to me. Mr. Senko works. Loving it. All right. Okay, so that was where I saw the line move, and then I felt the tug. And yes, the tug is the drug. Tug is the drug. Senko City, buddy. Senko City. And what I'll typically do is, for these bass, I've used the 5-inch Senko before and gotten some hits here and there, but it seems to be the 4-inch Senko. 6-pound strand mono, that high vis orange, and we're looking for some.
Yeah, so at least locally in the pond that I typically fish, over the years I've noticed the 5-inch Yamamoto Senko versus the 4-inch Senko, just year in, year out. It's the 4, especially in the pumpkin with the black red flake. And I say black versus red flake, black being first, red next, because if you go and flip it around, you're going to get these bigger red flakes in there. All right. And hey, for those of you guys that are just coming in and out, no problem. This is a Q&A. I just want to see how this is working out with the different live stream platforms that are out here. So I'm talking fishing, but I'm also talking some of the gear that I'm using. And while we're here, I've got all the windows open to, if you have a question, comment, or whatnot, definitely throw it out there at me, and I'll call it out. And hey, it's part of this. If I can get this working right, I think I may use this more often, especially since I do like the capability of using this switcher. All right. In fact, I'll just go and throw it out there here in a moment on how I use that switcher. But before that, let's go on to the next video.
You pregnant?
And I'm using a 1/0 offset shank hook Gamatsu, and of course Gary Yamamoto's. And right here, I just take one of these, and instead of using the whole thing, I'll just kind of pinch it off right at the collar here, and I'll save this part for a Ned rig later time, and I'll use this part for actually fishing this pond. And the main reason why I do this is because, well, they seem to like the 4 versus the 5-inch Senko. At least that's what I've seen over the years. All right, so let's get this baby back on. Okay. Very simple. All you do is put it in about a little 1/4 inch or so on the line. I'll mark where I need it to come out. So right there, and we'll pop it through, and there we go. And I'm using a 1/0 offset shank hook.
All right, and that's my Senko and Ned rig, all in, or two in one, basically, out of a 5-inch Senko. And like I was saying, I mainly do that because I ran out of the 4-inch Senkos that I normally keep, and I still had some 5s, and this pond, over the years, year in, year out, that 4 seems to beat out anything else, be it the 5-inch Senko as well as those little lizard ugly looking things. In fact, any of these that I keep, I don't throw them away unless they break off the line or come off the line. What I'll do is I'll just kind of keep them, and I do have a means to melt them and go ahead and just kind of make my own. And when I make them, they're very, very soft, but still durable enough that I can take them out there and fish. Well, look, it's ground fog. Hey, how's it going? Just doing a little QA thing with some of this gear that I have. I'm just kind of working through the different variations of this. I went through several platforms so far trying to figure out how this was going to work, and so far I think this is the best one that I've gotten so far, to be able to get 3 live streams going on, or 3 platforms on one live stream in a vertical format. Okay, so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I do think I have to make some adjustment. And of course, with my high-tech gear of economical stuff, I still have to turn on and off this T2I Rebel and flip it on and off. It's a good thing I got Magic Lantern. At least I can give it the clean HDMI look. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
Oh man, whew! Bird just crapped over here to my right, and he's right up there. It's a good thing I wasn't standing there. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a bird above me right now. Let's move over. Holy cow! Oh man. Oh, he's direct.
Yeah, so I was fishing, and while I was fishing, just immediately off to my right, bang, just a whole bunch of bird, you know what, just hit the water. I look up and there's a bird, so I'm like, it's a good thing I wasn't there. And I move back a little bit, and I look up for whatever reason, and next thing I know, there's another one of those birds just standing right, or sitting up above me. So I definitely got out of the way, because hey, I don't feel like having to clean up after that. All right, let's see what's next.
All right, let's go back out.
Let's see. This is another one where you watch the line, and well, let's let the video talk.
Okay. Let it sink. Oh, something just picked it up? No. No, he's picked it up. Something's picked it up. I'm gonna let him run on the line real quick. Okay, I'm watching the line go out, and it's tightening up slightly. There he goes. Yeah. That was the line pickup, big time. Nice. Oh yeah. Mr. Basilito meet Mr. Senko. Nice. And that's the reason why I like using that high-vis orange line, because I can see that line, and really the line is what's giving me more of an indication of a strike than the rod itself, and feeling any vibrations and whatnot. Oh wow, you took it pretty deep. All right.
Oh yeah, I would say that high-vis orange line has made a difference. In fact, in general, when it comes to some of the fishing I've done, especially fishing Senkos, is being able to see your line. Because when I fish a Senko, I will cast it out, let it sink to the bottom. I use it. Sometimes I'll go wacky rig, but typically I'll fish it Texas weedless. And since I'm using an ultralight bait casting gear, that thing's an anchor compared to what I've been casting with some of these reels that I've been using. And so you cast it out there and you let it sink, and you pretty much do just a stop and go retrieve, a couple of turns, let it kind of drag or lift off the bottom, and then let it sink back down. And when the line goes slack, you can see your line with that high-vis line. In this case, I'm using the orange Stren high-vis, and you will see either the hesitation of the line, you'll see the line move left or right, or you'll see it tighten. You see that kind of dip that you have, or bow in the line, bow in the line, like so, like so, and then you'll see it straighten. Um, uh, I got crappy eyesight, and having that high vis orange, I can stay focused on it and be ready to make that adjustment. All right. Adjustment meaning when should I set the hook versus, oh shoot, he just took my bait, or lure in this case. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Take it over there by the culvert.
Oh yeah.
No, let's go. Oh, he just took it. He just took it. All right. Took it just when I was getting ready to recast and move to another spot. Little guy.
And so what happened there was I'm fishing this pond. Sonic Pond is what I call it, because there's these Sonic drive-in where there's some tasty food while you're there. I normally just kind of do a round about along the banks, and in this case I was fishing. I'd caught several already. I was working this one culvert and just kind of doing normal slow or stop and go retrieve, short pulls and whatnot. And next thing I know, as I lift up to go set the hook, to recast, lo and behold, I got a strike and I already hooked them. So I'm just saying, be ready for the strike. Okay, be ready. All right, it's going to happen eventually, if not surprising. But at least I was ready, And when I say ready, as soon as I felt that tension, my immediate reaction was secure the line. Okay, so grip the line. I'm fly fishing, so grip the line and then pull. I do like a strip hook retrieve, where you strip the line quickly, as well as set the line in place and hook it. All right, and the main reason why you do that is what's it, strip hook set? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Is to really just take up the slack in the line, so you can get that hook into hopefully the upper part of the jaw quicker than you would if you just hesitated. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. I think the best thing I can tell you is try getting some instruction. It always helps. There's a lot of places like Cabela's down the road here offers it, as well as some of the fly fishing clubs. Dallas Fly Fishers, Fort Worth Fly Fishers, they all offer some. And then let's see, other than that, if you just want to really get started, main thing is just get a fly rod that is balanced. I'm saying balance, 4-weight rod, 4-weight reel, 4-weight line. If you're just starting out, right there you can fly fish. And everything I've caught right now, or there's been times where I've been catching these guys right here up close, so you don't really need that much line. So 8-foot rod, 8-foot fly line, 8-foot leader, and I'm fly fishing. I think the best thing I can tell you is, okay, so what I did there was a question that came up on another live stream where someone was asking about some suggestions in starting fly fishing. And one of the things I like saying first is, one, get some instruction. There's a lot of opportunity to learn to fly fish with some free classes that you can get. Cabela's offers a free like beginner thing. Orvis does that. There's some demos, as well as you go some of these fishing events. Trinity Fly Fest on the banks of the Trinity River by the Acme Brick headquarters in Fort Worth, March 8th, I believe. That's going to be happening. There's some fly casting instruction that you can have, as well as some different classes that are free that you can attend, and they can get you started pretty easily. So, and then you have the opportunity to catch some fish in that river that's just down below on the banks of the Trinity. Anyways, I've been to every single one since I started. I got there on a whim. I think I was headed to Possum Kingdom to go do some fishing, but for one reason, I think there was some rain over there on the way or whatnot, or in that area, and I saw some some signs or whatnot saying TRWD back then, Fly Fest, first annual. It was a free event. I was like, hey, let's go ahead and check it out. And that time of year, I keep wading gear and whatnot in the back of my pickup truck, and I also keep a fly rod ready to, or actually multiple rods handy. And I went and attended that event, the first annual TRWD Fly Fest, and yeah, I joined the big trout contest. Just walked up and signed up, and ended up hooking into one, but I lost him. And I think I've got a video of that where I had him there, and he broke off as I was trying to land him. And it was one of those good sized ones like that, but it was one of those sausage sized trout versus some of those ones with the thicker body. I did get one that was a 20-incher though there one year. Anyhow, be there, be square, March 8th, not TRWD anymore, Trinity Fly Fest. And check it out. It'll be on, do a Google search. They've got a website now and everything, great videos, and it's a fun time. All right. Anyhow, hopefully that answered the question for the individual. The other thing I was trying to take away from that was I was mentioning 8-foot of line, fly line, 8-foot rod, 8-foot leader and tippet, 24 feet. I've also done it with a 9-foot, 27 feet. And I've done it, I think there's a video I posted maybe 2-3 years back when someone had asked, and they were so worried, concerned about being able to cast this huge distance, like 100-foot cast. And I'm like, you don't need to cast 100 feet to catch a fish fly fishing. You really can catch a lot of fish with just the length of your rod, if not double the length of your rod. So double the length of your rod plus the fly line plus the leader, you'll be surprised what you can catch, as well as how quickly you'll start learning to cast, because it's a timing piece. Really, it's a timing piece. How quickly you lift the rod and stop in the motion so you can load the rod and then do the same thing going forward. Yeah, it's a timing thing. All right. Anyhow, I think that was all I had when it came to the YouTube Shorts. There's some other stuff that I have on the YouTube channel that it kind of shows you everything that I've done over these past few weeks. Just to, well, I could do fishing every day, but unfortunately we've got some of these cold winds. We've got another Arctic thing coming by and whatnot, and well, we got some personal stuff too. And I get sidetracked doing some of this this gear setup. But once I have that gear set up, I'm rock solid after that. So, like for example, to my right, I've got a pod track set up so I can do some podcasting, the audio piece going right to my phone. Additionally, I have some multiple cameras here so I can, and they're not those expensive like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 ones. These are just leftover ones over the years that I've accumulated and not thrown away, and luckily the connections that are on there still work today, or there is at least some kind of workaround for them. All right. The OTG cable is awesome, is what I have to say about that. Okay, so next thing I want to do, or just for those that are just joining, what I've done is I'm been working off the Q2U Samson, this baby right here. This is the microphone I'm using. Got it for like 60, 70 bucks. I got it connected directly into, where is it now? Oh, it's directly into the computer. And then I've got these headphones that I use across the board for different things, but it's connected actually to my Yeti Blue microphone that I'm not using, but it's just connected, that I keep ready, and that's the speaker source so I can hear everything. And then over here I have the Atem Mini Pro switcher, and what I want to show you there is how I like using it. And let's see if it works. Okay, this can be, live and whatnot. I am also using a Elgato Stream Deck, so I can kind of hit that thing and bring it over and set it up. And I put some macros in here. So right here, I'm going to do a side panel, and right here is I call it Jerry's Movie Review. It's a blog that I started years ago, and I've accumulated a lot of like movie review posts over the years, and I kept them on a blog. Now I'm just kind of slowly but surely migrating into a YouTube format, so that you can get a more video critique of things. And what I like about this setup is you can see here where I've got the split screen, and I've done this before where I'm talking about fly tying or talking about a specific question concerning fishing and whatnot. I'm able to split the screen, and I can look right here. I'm on my iPad currently, and I can just kind of point to it, and it's like the both of us or all of us are looking at the same thing and oriented, and I'm explaining what I'm showing you. And so that's the key thing there. Okay. The other thing is I've got another camera that's set up above me here that I can kind of shoot down, and if someone's asking about something about a fly rod or a fishing rod and whatnot, I can talk about that. And additionally, there's another setup that I have to my right, so I can add another camera. So when I start doing my fly tying videos and demos or knot tying deals, I can sit right here, and we have the same point of view, and I can just walk through what I'm doing. And since I'm live streaming and we're live and we can talk, or at least text, we have that capability to just kind of, do a little question and answer thing. I can hopefully answer your question instead of doing this text back and forth. I've done some cases where someone will reach out to me and send multiple emails, multiple texts, and I'll just ping them and just say, hey, join a live stream, or if you want to hook up, we can get on some kind of app, and we can just kind of talk through exactly what the other person's doing. I mean, I've done one where I just walked them through everything I knew about the Blue River up in Oklahoma, because they were getting ready to head up there, and I just kind of walked them through versus kind of texting back and forth. And it took about maybe 15-30 minutes, but I let them know what I knew, right? And well, I'll tell you all kinds of stuff, except for some of those really good places I like fishing. Anyways, but that's normal for any fisherman, you know. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and test this again. All right. What I want to do is right here, I've got multiple movie reviews that I've done over the years. Let me go ahead and clear this one out now. All right. So, all right, here's the functions that I'm using out of Prism Live Studio. I'm gonna shut the Windows capture, okay, and I'm gonna put back one of the overlays. Let's see, right here, right there, okay. And now I'll go back to my normal format where I'm talking with you and going over something. And here, what I want to try is, one, you can see that this is on my iPad, and I can demo what I have listed on the iPad, okay? But I haven't tested yet is, can you hear what I'm saying on the iPad without any other echoes, okay? So I have this right now set to feed any information into the from the iPad into the Atem Mini Pro, and I do have it monitored so I can hear it over these headphones, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it over the live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and test it real quick, and if you could let me know if you hear the audio, definitely put it in the chat here, okay? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I went back over the years. Well, actually, let's go to Venom Last Dance. That's the last one that I just posted about a movie review, and give you an idea of how I do these movie reviews. Before I used to do the this first date rating. Okay, so if it was a first date movie, yes or no, and bottom line that worked. And then I switched over to a beer format, and now I've gone to a very simple one. It's a thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm gonna watch it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this one up. Okay. And I don't hear anything. Okay. Okay, this round in Venom Last Dance. I saw that at the movie house, so wasn't streaming.
Okay, I hear something now.
Well, I liked it. Just going to tell you right up front. I'd see it again. Thumbs up. Who's in it? Tom Hardy and some other folks. But the key here. I don't hear anything. Okay, let's try it again. All right, well, maybe this test needs a little bit more testing. Okay, let me try it again. Here is, did it? No, I think I'm getting a lot of lag, it sounds like. Okay. And or not? Well, you're going to. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's coming in and out. Check that out. Yeah. But let's go into the IMDb ratings and the Rotten Tomato ratings. Let's see where it lies. Okay, so 6.0, so 6 out of 10 for IMDb. So looking at Rotten Tomatoes, 41% on the taco meter. So that's the critics, and audience liked it, 80%. So got to think about this one. In general perspective, it looks like IMDb is got it as okay, higher up on the list, but not all the way up there. And then Rotten Tomatoes, from an audience perspective, they look like they wanted to see it. And hey, I'm the audience also, so I'm with that group. In Jerry's movie review, I'm Glenn, giving a thumbs up to Venom's Last Dance. And oh, by the way, stay for the little ending little scene to give you a hint that maybe something's happening later. I added that music there just to get you through. So I've been taking advantage of what is it, X's AI Grok, and asked that question, and that's what I posted here. All right, I'll go ahead and stop it. All right. Anyways, bottom line, Venom Last Dance, it was kind of mixed for some folks, and that's pretty much what Grok told us. Let me cut that. Okay. All right. And now let me clear it. Okay, and what I did there was I used a hotkey to switch me back to a full screen here. All right. Anyhow, I appreciate y'all joining. I just wanted to do a test to make sure that this thing was working properly. I still see a few bugs here and there and whatnot, but overall, I think I can do a lot of, well, engagement, hopefully, with some of the viewers and being able to, one, visually show you what I'm talking about, as well as if there is a call out or question that comes out, I can maybe be able to point that out. And now that I can kind of play around with 3 different streams at once, I think I might be able to, hey, have some fun and get some engagement here and talk more about fishing. All right. All right. Okay. So with that, if, yeah, it's getting late. All right. But anyhow, appreciate y'all joining. Till next time, we'll catch you later, and good luck and good fishing.